昨日パイレーツのポール・スキーンズ投手が先発し、改めて注目されたのが大谷翔平選手との熾烈なサイ・ヤング賞争いです。大谷翔平選手は今季ここまで10先発で6勝2敗、防御率 0.74 という圧倒的な成績を残し、現在は4登板連続で投打同時出場。その4試合全てでチームを勝利に導いています。一部メディアでは今シーズンのサイ・ヤング賞と MVP のダブル受賞も射程圏内と囁かれています。ただ前回登板中には右手中指から出血する場面が見られ、マウンドでは指を舐める仕草を見せていました。ロバーツ監督は問題ないとしていましたが、規定投球回に到達する前に早めの降板をしていました。今日は大谷翔平投手は初回からランナーを出しながらも無失点に抑えていましたが、4回2点リードした西無走者から97マイル、約 157.4 キロを完璧に捉えられると、打球は右翼スタンドをはるかに超える場外弾。あと少しで右翼後方を流れるアリゲイニー川へ飛び込むという特大アーチに敵地も騒然。マウンドの大谷投手は打たれた瞬間、思わず悔しさをにじませるかのような表情を浮かべました。そしてこの試合で目立っていたのが、パイレーツ側のスキーンズ投手とサイ・ヤング賞争いをする大谷翔平投手への強い意識です。第1打席で大谷翔平選手が三振に倒れると、パイレーツ側の放送局も谷0、ジャレット1と投稿。さらに第2打席ではレイノルズがフェンス際で大谷翔平選手の幻の12号をもぎ取るスーパーキャッチを見せると、レイノルズが大谷から盗んだと投稿しました。そして4回に特大アーチを浴びると、今度はもう一度見ましょうと別角度の映像まで投稿。さらにパイレーツ側の放送局も2026年に大谷からホームランを打った選手のリストと紹介しました。パイレーツ側のレポーターミアーズさんも試合開始前から大谷翔平選手との対戦を楽しみにする投稿をしていました。そして試合開始後には先発のジャレット・ジョーンズ投手が大谷翔平投手よりも 0.5 マイル速い球を投げているという情報に反応し大興奮。こうした一連の投稿からも敵地ピッツバーグ側がどれだけ大谷翔平選手を意識していたのかがはっきりと伝わる展開となりました。大谷翔平投手は無視 1,2 塁のピンチを背負い、そこから2者連続三振を奪ったものの、ラウに2点タイムリー2塁打を打たれると、規定投球回目前の6回3分の2で降板。102球を投げ被安打6、4四死球6奪三振4失点、自責3でした。3失点を喫するのは今季初。防御率は 1.06 となりました。ドジャースは6回にライアン・ウォード選手が自身キャリア初のグランドスラムで大谷翔平投手を強烈に援護し、最大5点差ありましたが、8回にホームラン2本で逆転を許し、大谷翔平選手の7勝目が消えると、ベンチで苦い表情を浮かべていました。3点差の最終回、大谷翔平選手は5打席目初球99マイルの速球を今度は完璧に捉えると、センター方向へ大飛球。12号ホームランで1点差に迫りました。3試合ぶりとなる12号本塁打で意地を見せましたが、逆転負けとなりました。
Shohei, Dave Roberts has shared with us that if you look at your last few outings, you've been dealing with a blister. We saw it was bothering you today. Just what is it like kind of managing that? And clearly you're making your starts, but just how does that feel at the moment?
今の指の状態とか監督がおっしゃってましたけども、そういうのがちょっと影響しているのかとかありますか？いや、それはあんまりないですかね。最後もどうですかね。1、2塁で2つ取ってから際どいところ行ってたのでチャレンジしようかどうか迷いましたけど、やっぱ信じてチャレンジをした方が良かったのかなとは、結果的にはそういう感じかなと思います。
Yeah, no issues with the blisters. I don't think it's been affecting my performance. Just the last, couple at bats where, I was just hoping I wish I got some calls my way, but just didn't turn out that way, and that's the part that I wish I could have been able to change a little bit.
Did you want to challenge a couple of those pitches to low?
したい気持ちはここら辺までは言ってたんですけどね、最後のもう一歩が、基本的にはキャッチャーがやるという方針ではあるので、相当自信がない限りはやらないんですけど、シチュエーションはシチュエーションだったので、やってもよかったのかなとは今思えばそういう感じかなと思います。
I really got close to doing one. I usually let the catchers make that determination, but looking back, I think situationally how important it was that at bat. Looking back, I think I could have done a few challenges.
Pitched into the seventh a ton this year. Just how did you feel about the execution of your stuff that inning? Was there any fatigue that played into kind of how that played out?
7回は投げてないんですけども、少し疲労とかっていうのがパフォーマンスに影響したのですか？
球数的にはそうでもなかったですし、はい最後もいい感じで2人最後取ってから打たれ3-0から打たれた感じではあったので、そこに尽きるかなというかそこ次第だった。最後2点はもうちょっともったいなかったなという感じかなと思います。
Going into that inning, the pitch count was pretty relatively low, so I don't think so. But after the two hitters, 2 outs felt pretty good. It was just a misexecution in that 3-0 pitch.
And did you think that one in the third inning was out?
スイングの状態と、ホームラン捉えたのはホームランだと思いましたか
？2打席目ですかね。セカンドやった？そうですね。打った感じは入るだろうなとは思ってたので、取られてなければもちろん入ってたんですけど、そこはいい素晴らしい守備だったなということですかね。
Yeah, felt good off the bat. I thought it was going to be a homer. Looking back at the video, it was a homer, but the left fielder made a fantastic catch and got to tip my cap on that one.
Dave, when you look at the bullpen, obviously in May they had so much success, a few hiccups as of late. What are you just seeing from that group right now?
I think I'm seeing more walks than when we were going really well, and I think that when we're on the attack and kind of imposing our will on those offenses, we're as good as anyone. And I think when you give free passes, it sort of builds momentum for the other team, and it takes one hit to score a run instead of a couple hits to build an inning. So I think right now we're doing a little self-inflicted damage.
Things really shifted tonight in the 7th inning, whether it was how his work ended, and then of course as you just talked about with the bullpen. What were you seeing just there in that moment, just as he got deep into his outing?
I thought he still had enough in there to keep going. There was a walk in there. There was some soft contact. That kind of the squibber off that bat, that infield hit, gets a strikeout, and then with the low at bat or low at bat, got behind, and then he went after him, and then he hit a double. So I still felt, unfortunately we got out of that inning, gave up another one, but got out of that inning, and still felt we had the game in hand.
How do you guys kind of evaluate situations like that, especially how that didn't play out?
I know, and that's one of those things that, from the side in the dugout, you put it in the hands of the players, and I think both of our catchers have been very good, and I guess I haven't looked back, but I did hear that a couple of those pitches to Lau were strikes, and it would have obviously flipped the count, and you never know, but I thought Dalton's done a good job with all of our pitchers, and so it just probably in his opinion that it wasn't worth the challenge, but it's not an exact science, and I think we had one challenge left right there, so that might have been something that caused a little bit of pause, but yeah, it's the game of baseball.
A couple games have gotten away late, just kind of comes back to free bases and not attacking the zone as well as they were earlier this year.
I really believe that hitting is hard, and when you give away free bases, it just makes it a little bit easier, and so that's something we got to get back to, attacking the strike zone.
Does this feel like the ugliest loss of the season so far?
I don't know. I mean, this one stung because I felt we were playing good baseball, and there's no business. We had no business losing that game, but I can't recall all the loss that we've had. I know there's been some other ones that really, stung a little bit, but recently, certainly this one doesn't feel good.
Decision regarding Will Smith yet?
Will Smith is going to go on the IL. We're going to bring Chucky Robinson. So Chucky will be here tomorrow, and we'll backdate to whenever we can, and we'll go from there.
And will DH tomorrow?
Shohei will DH tomorrow, yes.
Thanks, Joe. Hey, Ty, if they didn't know your name before, they certainly know it after tonight. To get not just your first big league home run tonight, but your first two, what did that mean?
I mean, it was huge. Shout out to the boys. Fought really hard. I mean, thank you to everybody in here that's been working with me on my swing and on my timing and just being ready to go.
There was no bat hotter than his tonight, so we needed to cool you down for a moment. But Ty, your first big league home run off of Shohei Ohtani, nonetheless. Take us through what you were thinking after that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pumped, ready to get back in the dugout, celebrate with the boys. I mean, he's a great pitcher, but we fought hard tonight and we got him.
Your second home run, did you have more confidence in that moment, knowing you already hit one basically out to the river tonight?
100%. Yeah, I just knew I had to get a pitch up in the zone, something I could hit in the air, stay out of double play, and fortunately I got it.
You looked back at the boys after the second one. What was that moment about, letting them know about the bat drop?
I saw Spencer do it a few weeks ago, and it looked sweet, so I told myself I'd do it in a big spot.
You definitely deserved it. You deserved that curtain call as well. Was that you, or was there some encouragement from your teammates to come back to the fans?
Oh, all team, for sure. I felt weird doing it, but I'm so glad I did it. Thank you to Pittsburgh. It was a great night. So,
this team was down 6-1 at one point. What did it mean to be a huge part in this comeback win, to also help this team get back in the win column?
Yeah, just grinding every pitch. You don't got to get ready if you stay ready. So that's our team's mentality, and we've been rolling with it. And we got the vibes high, and we're going to win some games.
You got the vibes high tonight. Tyler Callahan, congratulations. Hey, fans, how about one more time for Tyler Callahan? Congrats, Ty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joe?
Pittsburgh win. My goodness.
Tyler Callahan.
Tyler Callahan, unbelievable. Has not played much outfield, got hurt in the outfield last year that ended his season, and to come back and play right tonight and come up with, I mean, the first one was amazing, and then to hit the 3-run bomb there to put us ahead, that was tremendous.
Have you ever seen a more impressive first and second career home run than what he was able to do tonight?
No, I don't know if, especially to hit 2 on the same night and the second one to put ahead, but then to hit it off of Ohtani and then to have it later in a big moment in the 8th inning. Speechless on that.
Donnie, he said when he came up that he thought he would do better here because the games matter. Is there an edge, even the little time you've been around him, is there a little edge to him?
Interesting. Him getting traded over, I know he had such a whirlwind. His family had just flown, his wife, and they had a baby that just turned 1 and had just flown out to Arizona for spring training, and then had to turn around the next day and fly back to Florida. It was such a whirlwind for him to learn a new organization, and I've just been impressed with the way he's handled himself. The first game was a testament to Tyler Callahan and his grit and perseverance, showing he's on a plane, shows up at 6:45 or 7 o'clock and goes into the lineup right after for Nick, who is banged up, and then has a huge at-bat off of Hobie Milner, tough lefty later. He's done really well.
以上、今回もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。別の動画でもお会いできるのを楽しみにしております。